tukaguwa opportunity ya kubomba ngafira yona asitire kwena nabe shibeliashi
as we are coming
ero twaleisa
to Kasama
ku mji wa Kasama.
There's a message I had posted on Facebook for those of you who are on Facebook.
Kuri imbira imona bikire pa Facebook kuri ababa abapo,
and I saw the message pop up as a reminder, which was 3 years ago.
Ero nali mwene chanji bukisha kumyaka itatu kunuma.
So God said, share about this.
Lelo lesa ati no kwebati akanya palichi.
So I answered him and said, but I'm not one of the preachers.
Lelo na mwaswikele so kwebati shiri pali wanyama le shimikila.
He still said, you share about this.
Eno chifi ya ntilo anjemo kwebati ufile wa shimikila palichi.
But I still said, I'm not one of the preachers.
Lelo na limu waswikele na mwebatawe mwele sanshile shimikila pote ine pali wanyama le shimika shilipo.
I will ask Pastor David to just come. I'm also asking for this empty chair here. Just here, Chalesha. Pastor David, you can just come and stand beside the chair. I want you to stretch your hand towards the chair. Just one hand. You've seen the hand. Are they all equal? Are they all equal? There's one which is longer than the other, is it? Okay, but what we are going to do is this. I want Pastor David to fold 4 fingers for me.
Therefore, I want Pastor David
remain with this thumb. Pastor David, could you lift the chair with that thumb? Is it possible to lift the chair with that thumb? But stretch out your hand. Are they still the same? There's still one finger that is longer than the other. But I would like Pastor David to lift this chair. He's lifted the chair. Thank you so much, Pastor David. Thus being said, I would like us to read 2 scriptures. One scripture is coming from the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 11, verses 14 to 17. In the morning, David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it with Uriah. In it, he wrote, put Uriah out in the front where the fighting is fierce. Then withdraw from him, so he will be struck down and die. The other scripture is coming from the book of Luke, chapter 5, verses 17. Just a minute. So Luke chapter 5, verses 17 to 26. We see a story
tulemona iliashi
of Jesus healing and forgiving a paralyzed man.
Yesu aleunda pano.
But I just want to read something from the same chapter. One day when Jesus was teaching, and the Pharisees and the teachers of the law were sitting. They had come from every village in Galilee and from Judea and Jerusalem. The power of the Lord was with Jesus to heal the sick. Some men came carrying a paralyzed man on a mat and tried to take him into the house to lay him before Jesus. When they could not find a way to do this because of the crowd, they went up to the roof and lowered his mat through the tiles into the middle of the crowd, right in front of Jesus. When Jesus saw their faith, he said, "Friend, your sins are forgiven." Please find time in afterwards just to go through and read to because of time. When I called Pastor David to demonstrate on the chair example and the hand, in Bemba we say umunwe umota usalanda. Lelo futhi ukuboko kumo kwali kwatomuno wapulamo.
The same hand has got one finger that has gone beyond the others.
As Pastor Skanika had said, sometimes God needs to do a beating, a panel beating. This message is for you and the elders, Pastor David. We read about Uriah. He can't for him the letter to go and give to the person who was in charge. That person had an opportunity to do what King David has commanded or not. It is the same for you leaders. God has called and chosen Pastor David. He may be anointed. He may be gifted. But the whole reason why Uriah died, it's because the people who were supposed to fight with him in the battle line and neglected. And if you do not stand with your pastor, if you do not stand with your pastor, you might not stand alone. But because of the men who stood and carried the man who was paralyzed before Jesus, the man was healed. To the congregation, in our families, many other times we have a breadwinner. Our job is not to bring them down. It's to stand with them. You might not be like the thumb. You might not be like the index finger or the small finger, but you are a finger. And in each of your families, God the crowns. So as you stand with your pastor, the churches will stand. But if you choose not to stand, as Pastor Kalombo was talking about hiring and firing, God still raises even the stones. It is your call to answer. My job is done.